There we go. I'm actually seeing it now. Good. So, yeah. That's good. Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. I am continuing on with my Diablo 2 playthrough with my druid. I am in Act 3. I killed Duriel last stream, unless you didn't see it. Sorry for the spoilers, but oh well, whatever. Yeah, so we're going to continue on. I don't know how far I'll get. I'll get the first couple quests done like I normally do in a stream, and kind of go from there. This is just stuff that I got from Duriel last time. That was kind of a garbage drop.
Good day.
And yes, I did struggle with them. I struggled a fair amount with them, actually. Just a sec, I'm still getting stuff set up. In case I get some comments that I want to answer. There we go.
Hello there.
And get him back. Okay. Oops. Don't think there's anything else I want to do. I got everything else up. Oh, did that level at all? Just from here. Into my strength, I guess. Okay. Let's roll. So, I think it was in my last stream I was kind of talking about why I don't like Act 3. And one of the main reasons was mostly because of how the maps are laid out. It's kind of weird because obviously you have this first area, Spider Forest. It has the first part that you need, the eye, I think is what drops in one of the caves here. So you have that. That's fine. You know, I don't really have a problem with that. But then after that, you have to go to the Flyer dungeon in the Flyer jungle. And then that's where you start getting the problems, because the Great Marsh could stem off of here, or you could get the Flyer jungle. And if you get to the Great Marsh, there's no guarantee that the Flyer jungle is right after it. It could be off of the Spider Forest. So there's not really much for, I don't really know the word for it. Linear in that sense, I guess. If any of that makes sense. I hope I explained that well enough. But that's kind of what I don't like about this. That, and there's a lot of dungeons. Like close quarter dungeons. I always thought Act 2 was like my least favorite, mostly because I mostly skipped Act 3. But I think Act 3 might be my least favorite act. Not die. That's goal 1. I also wanted to post this link. Done. Wait. Done. Okay. Continuing on. surprisingly doing a lot of damage, although my gear is starting to really fall behind. I'll go a step further. My gear sucks. Those are my best item. That's my best item, and that's not even that great. Like, my gear is atrocious. And I could take time to, like, maybe grind a couple boss runs. And and when I say boss runs, I do mean in Dariel in Act 1, because there's no way in hell I'm going to put myself through another Duriel fight. Because there's no guarantee that I'll actually live through it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I was kind of just going to go off whatever drops I get in the general playthrough anyway, so we'll see what I get. Maybe I'll get something good. Oh god. Really gotta watch that. I've had quite a few close calls through this playthrough already. And surprisingly, Duriel wasn't really one of them. It was the summoner. The summoner almost killed me. Twice. Still don't really know if my character is like going well enough that I can actually, do well in this run. I mean, in my mind, I'm doing fairly well anyway, making it to Act 3. I think that's pretty good for a first, like, I say first attempt. I have tried this before. I mean first streamed attempt. Yeah, I could do Countess runs to try and get some, like, maybe low grade room words, but I don't know. I want this run to be half decently successful, but also, like if I don't get the items that I need to a normal playthrough of it, then that's fine. Right, what's this one? Spider Cavern. Yes, that's the one. So there's two caves in the Spider Forest. There's a Spider Cavern, and then there's... Oh, what's the other one? It's something else to do with spiders, obviously. But this is the one you want for the quest. So again, in Act 3, you're looking for the parts to restore Calum's flail. So it'll be his brain, his eye, the flail itself, and I can never remember the last part of it. I want to say it's not ear. Brain on. Why am I guessing? Look. Oh, I can't even look because I haven't found any of the pieces yet. Yeah, I can never remember the third. Either he drops it or gets in the chest, right, guarding. So in Diablo, there's obviously the elite enemies, which are like the named ones. They generally are randomized, but there's a select few that are always the same, no matter what. That is one of them. The Smith is one of them, mostly because he's an actual quest. Well, he's not a quest, but to get the Malice for Charcy, that is a quest. And there's a few that are like they're constant. Like it doesn't matter how many times you restart the map, they'll always be there. Okay, so I'm looking for the brain in the flyer dungeon, and then is it just those two? No, there's 3 pieces, and then the flail. I can't remember.
Praise you.
All right.
I've read legend.
And bring it over to here.
Damn it. What can I do for you? From the ashes.
So from that quest, you get 20 health permanently in your life. So what that quest was is you pick up a jade figurine. It has a random chance to drop from any named elite enemy that you kill, I think. Yeah, it's any named elite enemy. They have a chance to drop it at any given time. And then you take it to Kane, back to Machine, back to Kane, then to Alcor for the 20 plus 20 life permanent. And I think you can get a resistance scroll as well that permanently adds to your resistances. And yeah, I think those are the main things to get here. There's also a quest for a tome that you can find that will give you plus 2 skill points. So those are always good to grab. I'm gonna be trying to do every quest. See, I'm in the Great Marsh, and I don't know whether to continue through the Great Marsh to the flood and the Flower Jungles on the other side, or to go back through the Spider Forest and get to the Flower Jungle. That way, I don't know. This could be just a gigantic waste of time. Right here. Alright, go get it. Oh, for Christ's sakes. My cat plays fetch. Yes, I have a cat that plays fetch. It's adorable sometimes. Well, can't play fetch now. Oh no, it's right there. Yeah, new trick. Oh, you just dropped it there. Okay, yeah. That's a level up. Volcano. Gonna put another one into fissure. Okay, moving on. Alright, go get it. Good drop. God, there's a lot of enemies here. And nothing. Oh God. Alright, I'm not gonna stand there and fight something in the water with fire, so. Of course it's dead. Of course it's dead. This area sucks. I feel like the Great Marsh is just a pointless area. Just either an in-between area or just completely out of the way that will just delay everything. Maybe they just wanted to squeeze a little bit more playtime out of the stuff. I don't know. I can't actually believe it for it, but whatever. I will suck it up and keep going. What's going to end up killing me in the long run is me getting no drops. I'm not getting any rares anymore. I'm not getting any set items, no uniques. Just not getting anything useful. And that will be what eventually kills me, because my gear is not going to keep up for much longer. I would go as far as to say it's not keeping up now. I just am cowering behind my wolves and my mercenary and everything else. But honestly, if I get to Mephisto, I don't think he'll pose much of a threat. Normally, I don't have that hard time with Mephisto anymore. Diablo. That's gonna be the kicker, and getting to it, I think, will be the second harder part of that, because you have to fight Oblivion Knight, you have to fight Venom Lords who just shoot fire at you, and if your fire resistance isn't great, which mine, as of right now, is only 10%, your health bar will just melt. You definitely cannot stand up to them. Unless you like start one-hitting them and stuff, it's just not doable. And then you got Diablo himself, who decides to spew lightning and has a ring of fire that he can explode out, trap you in a bone prison to keep you in place while he just decimates you. So that's always fun.
Not enough mana.
Please let me see the Fire Jungle. That'll at least give me some hope that I'm going the right way. Oh joy, the Great Marsh Waypoint, because I will want to come back here all the time. I don't know why I fucking swing at them. I still have I have a shitty little level 9 mace. It's not really that great. Oh, thank God. In the Fire Jungle. Now progress can recommence or resume, however you want to say it. Ooh. Yeah, once I get out of like these jungle parts of like Act 3, it tends to speed up a little bit. It's just getting through these initial parts is just such a pain. Thinking this is not the Fire Dungeon. No. And I don't feel like doing extra dungeons right now. Probably would help in the long run because it'd be more chance for gear and levels, obviously, but I just don't feel like going in there. No, my luck, I would get trapped and die. I guess be back to Dark Souls. Not that I'd be complaining, because I do love Dark Souls, and I am enjoying my Dark Souls 3 run. Give me something good. My drop luck is always atrocious in this game anyway. It's very rare I get some really good drops until I start grinding, and even then it takes me such a long time to get anything good. Like I had the idea on when I was playing before, just I think it was made a hammer paladin for the first time. So I was trying to like look up for gear and rune words that I might need, and then when I found it, like what runes I need, I was I was doing runs after runs after runs to try and get anything. And I didn't even get close. But then I had the bright idea that, hey, maybe I'll platinum Diablo on my PlayStation. But if you look at the trophy list, one of the goals is getting a level 99 hardcore character. There's no way in hell I'd do that. I don't even have a level 99 normal character, let alone hardcore. But, no, we'll see. If this guy keeps going and if he turns into some unstoppable beast, maybe I'll look at getting him level 99. Not until then. For right now, I'm looking to get out of that crew, and that's the goal for now. That's set. Yeah, that's Eisenhardt's helmet, I think. It's part of a set. It's not really that good. It's a very low level set. Very early game. I mean, I guess you could still consider me early game right now, but it'd be a beginner set that doesn't really add much in terms of skills or anything useful. And my hawk helmet just adds too much to my useful skills right now. I don't think I'm going to put anything else into summoning for now. I'll focus on my elemental. Because honestly, the way I'm going to do my summonings, as soon as I get to level probably 30, I'm going to respec. And I'm going to put stuff in. Ooh! My luck is turning on. Because at level 30 I get my bear, and those bears are so tanky, so I'm probably going to heavily rely on that, get rid of the wolves, probably have the poison creature spell for some damage, and probably either the spirit I have now, or the second spirit that just raises attack damage and stuff, so that's my thought process anyway. Come on. Garbage. I mean, that's probably better than what you got on.
I'll put that to good use.
What's this? No. See? That's my luck. I don't have any good luck when it comes to my drops. What's this? What's this? Cold resist I'll hang on to for now. Cold resist, yeah. So that. Put the rest of my stash. Oh, here's hoping that the next rare druid item that drops is decent. God forbid if the game helps me out. I don't want to play this. Okay. If I can get like decent rune drops, then I'll start looking into what rune words, sorry, that I can I can start getting. But there's not really any point until I can actually start getting decent drops for that stuff. And honestly, runes, like good runes, are just so rare that there's not even much point. If I can get a couple decent uniques, then I'll be sitting pretty, and I'll be considering that a win. There is a reason why I didn't continue that way. That's a new area, which I need to go to, but I don't need to do it right now because I'm still looking for the second piece of the quest items. So. But at least I know where that's at, so that's good. I think I'm close to it. That's good. This is another side quest. I think this gives me my resistances when they actually spawn.
Well, Ormus made no saying about this unusual blade.
Oh no, he gives you a ring.
Not
I can't
here.
remember who gives the thing for resistances.
This magic ring.
What did he give me? I mean, that's better than this, at least. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not great. It's not bad.
Not here.
I mean, defense rate, yeah, all resistances. Resistances are just so crucial. Wow. Didn't even notice. Nice. Okay.
Good day.
Oh.
Not here.
She's the one that gives you resistance. Oh no, that's in Act 5. I'm sorry.
Now that
You get the resistance scroll in Act 5. I don't know why I thought I got it in Act 3. Health is in Act 5. Or Act 3, sorry. And then, yeah, you get the resistance scroll in Act 5. So, that's always good. And I don't think it's like a huge bump in resistances. I think it's like plus 10 or something. But over the course of all 3 difficulties, that'd be plus 30. And like I said in earlier streams, the higher the difficulty, the more resistances you're going to need. So, there's that. I think if I do die and I do this again sometime, if I try a druid again, which I kind of like the druid, I might do elemental, but I might also go into the shape-shifting aspect. I had done some of the shape-shifting druid stuff before, and it can be quite strong. Especially like one of the abilities literally will give you some life back when you attack, which, boy, hardcore. You need all the life you can get. So, that'd be useful. But, oh, we'll see. Or I might try a different class, try hardcore with all the classes and see which one I get to get the furthest with. I don't know. We'll see. I might try that idea first. Go through hardcore with all the classes, see how far I can get, and then start fine-tuning much more. I remember when I first started playing this. This was, geez, 2004. I think I first picked this game up. I was only ever allowed to play single player, mostly because our internet was dial-up. And if you don't know what dial-up is, you're lucky. It is super slow internet. That if your phone rang and someone picked it up, you'd be disconnected. It was horrible. There's been numerous times where I'd be in the middle of a fight and I would get disconnected because the phone would ring. And my parents would answer it. Yeah, definitely not fun. And also lagging was just a constant. Having dial-up internet was just horrible. I had it until probably 2006, 2007, maybe a little bit after that. Just because where I lived, we couldn't get high-speed internet. And even when we did get, in quotes, high-speed internet, I think it was like satellite internet. So even then it was still bad, but it was better than dial-up. So yeah, that was my little trip down memory lane, I guess. Anyway, what I was getting to, when I first played this, I had the hardest time with this dungeon because the quote-unquote boss of this little area is one of the shamans, and he has like 3 or 4 other shamans in the room with him, and they all spew fire. I think I was playing a barbarian at the time. Oh god. I was playing a barbarian at the time, and so I'd have to get up close and personal with them. Well, I didn't have the best fire resistance, and I died a lot. But thank God I've learned, and I've gotten a bit better at the game since I played it, 20 years ago. Gotten a bit smarter with it, I think. That was the boss of the area. Where's the chest? What, was that not the boss? Just stand in the fire. Maybe I haven't learned anything. There it is. Brain. That's good. And then it's the heart. Okay.
This is
Not here.
What are the grand charms? So you can get some really good grand charms. Generally, if you're doing any class, you want to look at every grand charm you pick up. Mostly because sometimes you can get really lucky and they can add to specific class skills. So like I got quite a few when I think I was playing my paladin at the time, and I picked up a lot for assassins and necromancers for putting up like their trap skills or like one doll poison and bone skills, stuff like that. Very, very helpful things. They take up inventory space, but like they're literally putting up your skills. Can't argue with that. Like it's definitely a good bonus. And I know some things that you want to look out for when it comes to grand charms anyways. If you're doing like like a melee build, like for instance, Zeal Paladin, mostly physical damage, pretty much all physical damage. You would mostly want in your grand charms probably some poison damage over time. Generally 75 damage over, I want to say like 5 or 6 seconds. That adds a lot to your damage overall. Yeah, and like you'll get other ones that'll add to like your auras and other stuff like that. And then there's like when you get super far into the game, like the hell difficulty, you can do Ubers. They generally give a charm at the end of it that is class specific, meaning that they'll put up like 3 druid skill levels only or something like that. And they do a lot more than just that, but they are extremely good to have, and they're extremely hard to get because Ubers are, in my opinion, very hard to do, especially if you're doing it by yourself, and if you're just doing a regular build. If you don't have a specific character build for it, they can be extremely hard. I've only ever done one once or twice because you need specific items. And in Hell, some bosses, even minor bosses, have a chance of dropping the specific items you need. But it's like a very small chance. So like, obviously, when you get to the Hell difficulty, if you're wanting to do an over, then you're going to be doing all kinds of boss running anyway. So the more items you get from them, the better. And then you'll do the Uber, and you'll realize that you suck, basically. The Ubers are extremely hard. Again, in my opinion, a lot of people may think that the Ubers are just easy because they have a lot of experience with them and know how to basically build any character around it, no matter what. In my opinion, they're hard. And I probably will never try one with this character. I may want to try one with some of my other higher level ones I have a bit more faith in, but we'll see. It just takes a lot of prep. Like, because it's a lot of grinding for the items. And especially if your character's not super strong and you need others to kind of lean on. It's never fun. Actually kind of flying through this act. Already, like, probably 2/3 of the way through. I'll be right back. Quest. Alright, I'm back. Burning down. Alright, what am I looking for? Sewers. Right there. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably grab the heart and call it a night, and whenever I get a chance to stream again, I'll probably make it to Mephisto, because there's not a lot left. Quest-wise, there's still a little bit left, area-wise. Still have to get there, which is always a little bit of a pain. Another room, I'll pick those up. Just a chest. This part's always a little annoying because I never really know where the hell I'm going. Barbarians make this area so much easier because they have like their leap ability. They can just jump over a bunch of obstacles. Definitely makes navigating these places a lot easier. Running. Same walls. This way, I guess. Oh. Not really much to talk about right now. I'm searching for a lever, and this area sucks. Yeah. Every map's always randomized. I don't know if there's like a certain number of randomizations, but every time it's randomized. The only time it's not is in single player. That map stays the same. Well, cause don't die to it. Just find the chest, which should be right here. Okay. There we go. Kiln's heart. And yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Think all that's left is there's not a lot left, but yeah. Thanks to everyone who tuned in tonight. However long you stayed, always appreciated. If you're watching after the fact, like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Leave a comment.
Good evening.
To critique me, do whatever. I don't care. Leave any comments you want. I'll read and probably respond to most of them, if not all of them. Alright, thanks for stopping by, guys.
Not here.
See ya.